let's capture some deadlocks. Welcome to the SQL in 60 seconds, and this is Pinal Dave. Today, we will explore how to simulate and capture deadlocks in SQL Server with the help of Profiler. We begin by enabling two essential trace flags, 1204 and 1222. This trace flags ensures that SQL Server logs deadlock details in the error log for analysis. Next, we will use SQL Profiler to monitor and capture deadlock events in real time. Profiler is a powerful tool for tracing SQL Server activity, including deadlocks as they occur. Once connected, in the template option, select T-SQL Locks, which is designed to capture locking activities and deadlocks. Now let's simulate a deadlock step by step. Here, let's first open two query windows side by side in SQL Server Management Studio. In connection 1, start a transaction and update a row in the first table. This locks the resource so that other processes cannot modify it. At this point, first table is locked by connection 1. Next, in connection 2, start another transaction and update a row in the second table. This locks rows in second table, meaning connection 2 now holds a lock on second table. To create a deadlock, we introduce a cyclic dependency. In connection 1, attempt to read from second table, which is locked by connection 2. Connection 1 is now waiting for the lock on second table to be released. In connection 2, attempt to read from first table, which is locked by connection 1. Now connection 2 is waiting for the lock on first table to be released. This creates a circular wait condition, a deadlock. When a deadlock occurs, SQL Server automatically detects it and resolves it by choosing one transaction as a victim. The victim transaction is terminated and its resources are released so that other transaction can proceed. Now, let's analyze the deadlock details using SQL Server Profiler. Look for lock deadlock and deadlock graph event in the trace window. The deadlock graph provides detailed insights, including the processes involved, the resources each process was trying to access, and the type of locks held by each process. Now you know what is causing the deadlock, and you can now take next steps to resolve them. I've included quite a few resources in the description window of this video. Please go and check them, where you'll find lots of interesting information. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more SQL Server tips and tricks. Until next time, keep optimizing your SQL.